Live. All right. Hi, TikTok. Hi, YouTube. I'm going live for my weekly channeling. Let me turn my music off here. So, for those of you that have not joined me before, I do a live channeling every Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. Central Time. And so I won't necessarily be interacting with you. I am going to be channeling for my Ascension members. And you're more than welcome to come over and hang out with us in our Ascension membership. If you don't want to join the membership, there's a way to submit a question on my website. If you ever have one for the Wisdom Keepers, you're more than welcome to do that as well. But I need to do a live sometime where I actually talk with you guys, because I kind of wish I could talk to you. But the Wisdom Keepers are going to be talking tonight. So I am going to go ahead and go and get with my Ascension members. So if you want to hang out on TikTok or YouTube and watch, I'm going to be channeling in about 3 minutes. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, why are you still on there? I have unmuted myself. Good to see you, Mandy.
I know. How you been?
Hanging in there. No, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, hanging in there. I'm tired.
All right. Hi,
It's been
Amy.
a busy time.
Yeah, it sounds like it. You have been busy lately. Hi, Ray. Hi, Mary. Hi, Heather. All right. Hi, TikTok. I do see you guys saying hi. Thank you. And hi to my YouTube people too. So I am getting ready to do my weekly channeling for those of you that have not seen me do this before. So I won't be interacting with you all, but you're welcome to watch. I feel like you're eavesdropping on my Ascension membership. All right. Who wants to be my person? Mandy, do you want to be my person? Okay. Hi, Kim. Hi, Bronwyn. Hi, Jen. All right. Whoa. What did I just do? Okay. Well, we got a lot of people on here tonight. All right. Let's see what we got tonight. I will return. And it should be recording already. I think I have that set up automatically. So, all right. See you in a little bit. We are here to assist you with this transmission of light, to exchange with you the codes of knowledge in which already reside within you, to help you to activate them to the awareness of your truth. We are coming. One moment, please. O shakiriana kitia mako shakitiana. Ania kitia takaremoko shikitiana. Ani ki shakitiamoko shakitiamaka. Aniki, 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 aniki. O shakitiamaka shakitiamoko shikiriati. Anakatiamoko shakatiati. We bring to you a message from Source Energy, as you are all one frequency, and we would like to assist you in understanding this. As you each are coming to the remembrance of your truth and the alignment of your soul's frequency, you will begin to have experiences within yourself and in the collective energy that can feel alarming or confusing for you. We would like to come with a reminder that you are a frequency of Source itself, a direct replica. We come with the reminder and the remembrance of how to activate this within yourself. To remember that you are here as light beings, having an exchange with each other as humans. As you ascend into the understanding of your truth, the comprehension of light that you hold within yourself, you will begin to awaken more of yourself or other humans within the collective. Your expansion is taking place upon the earth in order to bring a collective awareness into the light frequency in which all of you hold and reside in. As you are temporarily unaware of the light that you have within yourself, you struggle to exchange with one another the energy in which you truly hold to bring a frequency of light, inner knowing, trust, and love, of a human form of compassion and empathy, supporting each other in this journey on earth. You all determined to come here to have an experience as you knew it would be an exchange of light with one another to support each other, to become more aware of self and eventually more aware of yourself as a divine being and replica of Source itself. We are here to remind you that as your light continues to brighten on the earth, you will continue to see things that are not necessarily of the light in the way that you would anticipate light to be. From our perspective, all is light with different elements and frequencies. What you consider to be darkness upon your earth is a form of light, a reflection of light, a dimension of light. As you learn more about yourselves and the light you carry, the dimensional understanding of that light lightens and brightens, which gives you clarity to see. We have spoken some truths to this vessel in the recent days about the truth of light, the truth of ascension, the truth of darkness, and the duality of how it all works together. When you understand that there is no battle against darkness, as darkness also resides within Source as a purposeful unit and expression of itself, you release the battle of your mind in a human form, and you become more softened in the idea that you can exchange your frequency to assist what you consider to be darkness into a higher form of frequency that you wish to experience. We hope that this message is coming through in a way that you can comprehend, as these truths and knowledge, the wisdom carried throughout the universe, can be difficult for a human mind to comprehend. as you have a very limited perspective of yourself and your experience on earth. We do not wish to change the fact that you are here to have a human experience. We also do not wish to interfere with this experience as you wanted to experience this. And because we are all one, we are experiencing it with you. You are in a place of knowledge and awareness that helps ignite and brighten all forms of life beyond your earth experience. As light continues to replicate around your earth, it expands the dimension of the earth, which then expands the consciousness of source. As you were all born or created or are currently still residing with source. There has never been a separation from you and your creator, which is also yourself. As you come back into the remembrance of all things that you are, we understand that the conscious mind of a human will not be able to hold that information. This is why you must ascend. This is why you become more self-aware. This is why you begin to shift the thoughts that you have in order to create new reality for yourself. Many of you here are working through a cycle of energy that you have created in your soul's density in exchange for a higher frequency of light. As your soul has came to earth multiple times to have an experience, the density of this experience has collected in the fragments of your light and has helped it to explore itself more. However, it is time to release those dense energies that you have brought into your soul to expand into a new experience. As Source is the creator and will not ever stop creating itself, there will be continuous examples of dark energy in the universe. Earth, as a third dimension, will not end in the way that you believe. This frequency will only shift out of your awareness. It will reside and maintain what it is meant to do within the frequency of source itself. It is you ascending along with a part of the Earth's frequency, creating what you call a new Earth or a new experience for yourself. Over the next 50 to 60 years on Earth, a grand scale of awakening will continue to take place, and you will see a frequency exchange happening at that time in which you as souls have never experienced before. Some of you will be here to have that experience. Others will not. From your perspective, we understand this seems to be a long time away. However, this is just when humanity will fully notice the shift. It is already taking place. If you are aware, if you are conscious enough to expand your thought and the way you engage with your reality, you will see this now. You will see the exchange of light taking place. Understanding that the more light you hold, the more you are able to see. This is why you must ascend, to see more, to experience more, to hold more light frequency. You may begin to hear stories or exchanges among your earth between humans speaking about the density of those here to support you and the fact that they are attempting to cause fear on your earth to keep you in a vibration that does not ascend is something you must be aware of. We do not come with the voice of fear, but with the voice of wisdom to support you and what you already know is true. As you learn about your direct reflection of Source itself, the higher form of your own mind, the thought form of your creation, you become more aware of how you can change reality. Because of the density in which you have lived your life in here on Earth, and the many timelines that have been experienced on Earth in a dense energy, it is difficult to comprehend this concept as a truth for you. However, as you continue to awaken and ascend, you will begin to experience and see this within your physical eyes and reality around you. We are here to assist you, and we are here to answer your questions. Give us a moment, please. You may now ask your questions.
Heather? Yeah, I have two questions for Kinsey. One was, why do people use baby talk?
Baby talk. This is a form of attempting to soften something or to hinder yourself in a way from being seen too much. When you stand in your authority as a human, when you step into your own light, you do not need to shrink yourself to be accepted or seen. This is why many times humans revert back to a baby-like state when making a statement or attempting to feel seen, heard, or accepted by the human they are around or with at the time. So this is just simply a reflection of the consciousness or the thought forms that they have within them that then come out when they are engaging in connection with another human. It is something that can be healed if they so choose. It is not necessarily something negative from our perspective because we see this as a part of your human experience. However, for those of you who are continuing to move forward and ascend and step into your light, this is not necessarily something beneficial for you at this time. Does this help?
Yes, thank you. One more question for Kinsey. Can you tell her and Dane why Dane's gastritis came back? Is there anything he can do? Or what is this telling him?
Well, he is holding things within himself. He is attempting to soothe himself in a way that is not necessarily positive, we will say. By holding in emotions or hiding parts of himself, they are gathering in his intestines and stomach and parts of the body that hold these frequencies. And so we would encourage him to step out of his comfort zone and allow himself to be more seen and to stand in that without hindering himself from understanding his potential to influence those around him by simply being his most authentic self without fear or limitation. As he is here to be a human that initiates and teaches and guides others into the empathetic understanding of love, as he has great love to share with the earth. However, he has not seen this as himself, and it would be beneficial for him to begin to release what it is that hinders this from his understanding of self. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you. I took a trip with my dad and my daughter to Florida, and I was just wondering, did anything change between us energetically?
The change energetically is something that you will notice over time. However, it is not anything that necessarily changed, but reopened or was rediscovered between the frequencies of your soul. By opening up the thought forms that were created to hinder the relationship in some aspect, these are now being included into the dark so that the light can be seen more clearly and you can see what has happened between the two of you that has hindered the relationship. This is something you already have been working on yourself. However, because of you being able to stand in your truth and allow yourself to show up in the way that you have, this is now allowing him to open up his energy field and light to trust that he is safe when he is engaging with you, as there has not been safety up until recently that has been created in this connection. So what we can see at this point is safety is returning to the connection, which is going to ripple beyond what you can comprehend at this time and into eternity, breaking and clearing a karmic cycle that was created. Does this make sense?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
One more question about the ocean. Me and my daughter and my dad were in the ocean, and me and my daughter made a song with the ocean. Did we, and of course we prayed with the ocean. Was there any like change there energy wise?
Absolutely. Of course, there was a change. Anytime that you hold your light, anytime you are present somewhere, there is a shift in that reality or a change. If you could imagine that you not being there would not have caused a ripple effect within the energy field. So just by you simply being present somewhere, it changes the energy of that place. This is why you all must understand how powerful you really are when you hold your light. Even by walking or exchanging conversation or visiting with one another, you are shifting conscious energy within yourself and around you. You were engaging with the earth's atmosphere. You were engaging with the water forms of earth, which all of the ocean felt. Whether you can experience understanding that now or when you return to source, you will see the ripple effects that took place with that simple exchange that you had. And this is why it is important to pay attention to how you engage with your reality. You are always exchanging energy with something or someone around you. Thank you for your service on Earth. We hope this helps.
Thank you.
Mary?
Yes. The other morning, I was having a dream, and it was like I was underground, and then someone pulls the dirt up, and the sunlight comes in. I could see their hands, and they're putting in a little plant into the ground. And then they sprinkle dirt on top of the plant. And we were happy and celebrating. I wanted to know what we were and what were we celebrating.
You were having an exchange with another life that you are in existence in, where you are one with the consciousness of Earth and you are within the Earth. You were having a memory of having this take place in your consciousness, which is very beautiful that you are able to connect in that way. This is an evidence of your vibration shift and the belief that you have opened up within your consciousness to have these exchanges with other realities that you are currently residing in. As you may not be aware of, as all of you should know this, when you are exchanging connection with something or someone, you are exchanging connection with yourself. So when you are planting a flower, think of it as I am planting myself. When you are hugging a tree, think of it as I am hugging myself. When you are having a conversation with someone, think of I am having a conversation with myself. We know that from your perspective, this may seem a bit tad weird, or it may even feel like it could cause you to overthink things sometimes. But we'd like you to ease into the thought that your exchange with all things around you is an exchange with yourself. This is why the saying of love your neighbor as you love yourself has come about, because as you love your neighbor or the exchanges of life around you, you are also loving yourself. So as you exchange these light frequencies of remembrance, we encourage you to use them to help you to become more conscious of your interactions and to teach others as well about this exchange. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Ray?
Yes, hi. I have a couple of questions. First, about a year and a half ago, I experienced like a big energy come through my back when I was falling asleep. And I was curious if that was like what we call a Kundalini activation.
You can say a Kundalini activation. It was a frequency enhancement within your energetic field. Some of you are having these take place in your body where you are awakening parts of yourself through your energetic system in your body. So as you have what feels like an exchange of lightning to your body, this is just a opening up of the energy that already resides within you, and it is clearing up to allow you to have more conscious awareness of yourself and an exchange with your own oversoul or higher self. So as you continue to trust yourself and release dense thoughts and energies, this activation that took place at this time will allow you to open up and exchange more conscious conversation and understanding with your higher self, where you can be guided more clearly and have more of a self-aware and conscious experience here on earth without limiting yourself through the thoughts of fear that are created on earth. So Kundalini may be a word that was created to help humans make sense of these exchanges that take place, but each time a human has this, it is not necessarily the same thing that happens in every human. So the overall form of energy exchange is that you are activating parts of yourself to re-engage with your higher form so that you can become more conscious of yourself and then have that frequency of light to exchange with those around you. We hope this helps.
It does. Thank you. Also, when I was about 12 years old, I guess maybe, I don't know if it was just a sleep paralysis or was there maybe an interaction with another being at that time?
Let us look. What we can see is that you were having an interaction with another being, as you are not necessarily fully human, and you may be aware of this or you may not be, but a part of your soul team or extraterrestrial team were coming to work with you, visit you, and exchange light within your physical body. And the reason that you were having the form of paralysis, where you were unable to move or use your physical body, is because of the state that you were in order to have the work done, as they did not want to cause you too much fear, even though there was a little bit that took place. And so, as these beings of light were helping you to acclimate in some way to this Earth's frequency, as you may have had some things going on in your physical body that were struggling to acclimate, they were here to help assist with that. And we will say, hold on before we share this. We are being given permission. It does appear as if you have had an implant to help you exchange information between yourself and those that you have worked with in other dimensions. We hope this helps.
It does. Thank you.
Amy?
I have a couple of questions about my cats. First question is, I have the cutest little cat named Ruby. She's so tiny, but she has very big energy. She's very confident and outgoing and just a powerful soul. And I want to know what our galactic connection is. I believe we've had another lifetime together where she was my jungle cat, but what is our galactic connection and what energies is she bringing to me in this lifetime? And how is she helping me and my family?
Well, she was not a cat in your other experience. You do know this, right?
Yes.
Okay. What we can see is that she does have a connection to us, or an Octarian energy. And it does appear that you have a frequency as well that has resided with the Octarians before. And there's a remembrance exchange taking place between you and this soul that came to assist you here on Earth by being in your presence and sharing energy with you. And so there is a remembrance there because of the energy exchange that you both have together. And sometimes animals do come to Earth to help assist, and they are here sometimes from a galaxy or a experience in which you have had connection in other dimensions or other planetary systems. And so you will know, because of the sensations or feelings that you have with a certain animal, whether they are here to assist you or they are volunteering to support you. Some of them may not be. They might just be having an experience here on Earth as an animal. The soul, we will say, is having an experience. But there are volunteers that have also moved into the human Earth through the animal form. The energy she has is that she holds a lot of frequency within her. And these bursts of energy, because she is helping you to balance your energy, is an exchange to help release things in the atmosphere that have not allowed you to stay calm and centered within yourself. Does this make sense?
Yeah, that's helpful. Thank you. My other question is, I do speak light language to my cats. Sometimes it's just kind of spontaneous, or I'll just want to tell them a message of like kindness or whatever, and I'll speak it through light language. And I'm wanting to know, how do they interpret that? How do they see it or feel it? Do they just see it as energy?
What we can tell you is, if you could imagine in your mind a radio tower and the frequency coming out of the radio tower, like you can physically see this frequency. Can you imagine this?
Yes.
This is what is taking place when you are speaking the light language. This frequency of the language has codes within it. And what they are doing is experiencing the codes. They are noticing a shift in the atmosphere, in the energy field around you. And they are also engaging with this light as it is comforting for them. This is just a tool that some humans are capable of using to speak codes of light into the atmosphere, to shift things when they need to be shifted, or to heal things when they need to be healed. So, as you have engaged in this with them, what you are doing in a physical sense is clearing out energy for all of you to feel more connected to self. We hope this helps.
Yeah, that's really great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Gina, I have a couple of questions. A couple of weeks ago, I mentioned that I had felt very scattered and unsettled, and you brought to my attention that with my mediumship classes that I've been taking, that it's opening up and exposing me to energy, so I need to ground myself. And I did that, and I'm feeling a lot better when I do that. Now I'm feeling like I'm really unfocused. I have task paralysis. I want to blame it on what we call ADHD. Is this another example of where I need to do grounding and clearing?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm wondering. Okay.
What
Any
we
other
would-
go ahead.
Yes, we will continue. What we would like to help you understand, as all of you humans will need to know this, as you continue to ascend and awaken into new light frequencies of your truth, as you begin to see yourself differently and connect with the non-physical realm in new ways, what you engage with, what you interact with, what you listen to, what you see does impact you. It will impact and influence how you connect with the non-physical and how you connect with yourself. As you may or may not be aware, there are tools on Earth that have been created to exchange energy between humans and those who have held power in order to stop you from having conscious awareness. At times, this can come through and interact with you and your mind, which can make you feel as if you cannot focus on what you need to complete. So what we would encourage you to do is to release anything, and this is something that you can do consciously in your mind or physically by shifting your body, moving your body, and clearing your body of energy that you have pulled in from sources around you. This is not something to be afraid of or fearful of. It is just something to be aware of. As more of humanity comes into this conscious awareness, Earth will begin to see more of a contrasted battle between light and darkness. And as we spoke before, the darkness is not the enemy. It is the part of this experience that gives you the duality to experience yourself in a new way. We will use the example that we gave Angie just a night ago, where she lost something in the dark and brought a flashlight with her to find it. And when she found it, she realized how easy it was to find in the dark. Had it not been dark, she would not have found it. And she knew that. The all that came over her, the exchange of memory she had at that moment, as we can use anything to teach you, gave her a remembrance of why she came to Earth, to exchange light, to bring light into this realm. So as you come into the truth of yourself, as you hold that frequency of light of your original form, those things that are formed against you shall not prosper. They shall not impact you. They will not, and they cannot. And we share this with somewhat of a alert that as humans on your earth begin to create more data fields of energy, that these can interfere with your connection with yourself in the non-physical realm and the light in which you are hoping to step into. However, again, we want to assure you that this will not hinder the ascension. And those of you that are aware enough to hold your light frequency and to not let it impact you will continue to awaken and feel more grounded within yourself, where you can stay more connected and focused. So, what you have done with clearing your energy already is important. What we now encourage you to do is clear the aura field of your energy all the way around, above and below, and create a shield for yourself that will continue to keep those energies at bay so that you can stay clear. Now, because humans are living in an experience where things can be damaged, this aura field can have rips and tears, and it can have exchanges in which it opens itself back up to these things. This is why this is a continued experience. When you feel these things happening in your aura field or your mind and your energy, stop and reestablish the true light around you in order to maintain that. However, understand we do not want this to get in the way of you being a human either. We want you to enjoy the process of being a human, but we also want you to know that in this time, in this exact timeline currently that you are residing in, the purpose of many of you being here is to assist with this process. So as you become more self-aware in how you are engaging with yourself and the things around you, these are the tools we would encourage you to use to maintain that frequency of light and protection around you. We hope this helps.
Yes, it does. And I felt that I've had some, we'll call it resistance to even want to do grounding or even do anything to better my situation because I know better. Is that resistance coming from, we'll call it more of a different energy that's impacting me?
Yes.
I had a hunch.
Just as we were speaking before with the radio tower, this is taking place all the time. However, when you think of a radio tower's energy coming towards you, what you must understand is even you can block that. You can put a shield up around yourself to keep that from impacting you. That is how powerful you each are. When you come back into this awareness, you will not let things impact you the way that you have. However, until then, as hard as it may be, enjoy the process of rediscovering yourself in this way.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
We had a question come through online from Robin Newdeck, and her question is, as a child, I had very vivid dreams, many of them including flying with just my body and breathing underwater as I continued into adulthood, well into my 30s or 40s. I was still having very vivid, memorable dreams, and they suddenly stopped. And now I don't remember my dreams. Very rarely I do. And I also can no longer close my eyes and picture things. Can you tell me what happened? And I have a second question. I would like to know if I am from another planet, what my origin is.
Well, we will start with this, that you, as you came into this earth, maintained an opening to be able to experience yourself in another reality, as we've spoken that others are able to do this. Sometimes the dreams and the exchanges that you have with things that seem a little different from your current reality are actually remembrances or a memory popping into your conscious mind, and you are having an exchange with that part of your soul, having the understanding of what you have been and where you have been within your soul's frequency. So as you experienced yourself in this form, you not only were experiencing yourself in your original form as a pure light being and what you call a spirit, but you were also experiencing yourself as a Lemurian. You were seeing the part of yourself that resided with water and in water, with the ability to breathe underwater and to have an experience within the water. So that we hope will help answer the question that you ended with of your Lemurian connection and how you have brought in some of that light from that current reality into this experience. Now, the closing of these things, we will need to look in your energy to see what took place for you. It appears to us that you made an agreement to shut this off for a certain amount of time, to have an experience as a human, to then come back into it. So it was actually an agreement you made within the dream state with a part of yourself and the galactic team in which you are assisting to support here on Earth. And over time, as you discover yourself in new ways, and you allow this time to teach you and to create new understanding within you, these things will begin to open back up. But the reason that you are having this experience is because on a soul level, you made an agreement to take a break, we will say, from these exchanges. But does not mean they have gone away, and it does not mean you cannot access them. We understand that you want to have these experiences, but in this time, what we would ask you to do is to ask yourself, why is it that I wanted to experience not being connected in this time that I have not been? And the answer will come to you, and it will come in stillness and in a quiet exchange. And this is why we encourage you to take time to be still and quiet to hear that whisper that comes towards you. As you continue to shift your reality back into the awakened state of these things, you will have more awareness when you do rediscover yourself in that way, and these exchanges will open up even more so. So, this is something we would like humans to understand. When something takes place in your energy, even when it appears to be impacted from something outside of yourself, there was a form of agreement that took place for it to take place. So, what we encourage you to do in these moments and times is to listen to why you allowed that to take place, what it was that you were trying to discover of yourself or learn as a human. And then once you come back into the remembrance of that thing does not rule or control you, that you can rediscover and open yourself in ways that maybe you thought were hindered or shut off. Some humans, however, have come with the agreement that they will not awaken in this time period. So we want to encourage you to not be too concerned about the idea of trying to awaken other humans, as this takes place on a soul level and a remembrance level and an agreement within their own selves that they made. So for this individual, this was just an example of how you could go through your life having something available to you and then have it shut off for an amount of time. The shutting off is not punishment. It is not something to hinder you. It is something to teach you. We also have done this with this vessel who is speaking now, where she was very open to herself. And then suddenly we disappeared. And she wondered, where did they go? We did not go anywhere. We were playing hide and seek. Not really. But what we were attempting to do was teach her. And what we were doing was allowing her to have this experience of discovering herself in new ways where she could trust herself more with the exchange that we are now able to do through her, which she continues to work towards. Had we not stepped back for a period of time, she would not have worked through her frequency or used the things in her life to help enhance her awareness of how to be love on this earth and exchange love with others. Your life has purpose. All things that you experience have purpose. You just have to decide if you are going to allow that to take place, as you have the free will to do so or not. And we are here to assist you with that as guides, angels, and ascended masters that have helped Earth to continue to remember the true light in which she comes from. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you. I have a question. The other day I listened to 537 hertz frequency, and I ended up with quite a large headache and falling asleep, which is unusual for me. Almost felt like I got a sleeping pill. Can you tell me what happened?
Your energy was struggling to maintain in that frequency. And what you were doing is, we can see from our angle that there was almost an attempt to force this energy to change something within you. So you were actually doing a lot of work within yourself, but also you were, it's not necessarily that this did not clear things out, as it did. We can see it cleared things out, but it was very harsh in how it cleared things out, which caused your physical body to feel tired, because physical density, physical bodies cannot always maintain a frequency such as that hertz or a higher dimensional energy that is in exchange with it. We have also been able to see in your energy that you have been around a few people recently that maybe you engaged with on a certain frequency. And so your body was also shifting back into a frequency it could maintain this type of energy. So it is all working together for your good. However, we understand it can be alarming when this takes place, but we hope this helps.
Yes, thank you. Heather?
Yeah, I had another question. Why do we get cold sores? Why do I have one right now? Is it trying to tell me something? I feel like it's trying to tell me that I'm not speaking my truth, or I have shame.
Well, you have answered your questions, haven't you?
I just wanted confirmation.
So this is something we will use as a teaching example. Many of you have things that happen physically in your body, and you might struggle to understand, why is this taking place? The body is always speaking to you as it is one with you. You actually created this body. You may not be aware of it, but you thought it into existence exactly as it is. You created it. Therefore, you get to maintain it. You get to work with it and exchange light with it, or exchange dark energy with it, whatever you wish to do in this experience here on Earth, as there is nothing that will hinder you from returning back to source. However, when you are here, you exchange connections with others who are in dense energy or have dense beliefs, and then you pull those into your thought form, and then you begin to think the way that they may have taught you to think, or what you perceived them to be thinking of you. These thought forms then can create density in the physical body that then create a symptom of some type or form. As we are working with Angie now to help understand parts of her physical body and what has manifested into the physical reality for her, she's beginning to see the exchanges that she has had within her life that caused her fear and judgment of holding her light and being seen by all of you. We have been teaching her to let go of the idea that she is here to please everyone and that she is here to exchange light with those. Light does not always feel good to the darkness. This is why you all must understand, when you are engaging with someone and you are holding love and light, you will have reactions that come towards you that do not feel good. Because when you are engaging with something that then is feeling triggered, or it is not the same frequency, just as what we were speaking to the person before this with her energy field and the hertz that she was listening to. When you exchange with certain energies, it impacts you whether you realize it or not. So, as you begin to hold light without needing to hide it or stressing yourself about that, which what we can see is that this is caused by you being a little stressed about something that took place in your life. And it is not necessarily something that happened just now. This is something that has taken place over the last few weeks that has now just manifested in the physical body. Sometimes you think that something manifests immediately. What is this? What did I do just now that caused this? No, this is something that has been building up in your energy field for quite some time, and then it shifts to physical reality to have an experience. This is why your body is always attempting to help you, whether you understand that or not. When you are physically ill, it is an attempt to teach you something about yourself. So in this case, you were very aware of how this exchange has taken place in your body, and we can see that you are already working on these things. So continue to move forward and allow yourself to trust. And over time, these things will not be in your energy the way they are now. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you.
Ray?
Yes, hi. Another kind of maybe medical question. My mother has been experiencing pain or discomfort in her rectum area. Can you tell me what's causing that?
We will look into her energy. She has fear and anger she has stored in her body. It would be beneficial for her to explore these areas in her life that caused that, to release it. We also want you to understand that when something manifests physically into the body, that just like it took time for the physical body to develop the symptoms, sometimes it also takes time to release the symptoms. You must remain consistent in your belief and in your trust that this is healed in order for it to take place in your physical reality. As consistency is what is most important on earth because of the density of all things that take place here. Time does not exist beyond this realm. And so we would be able to heal it immediately. However, the physical part of it would not manifest that quickly in this particular experience. We would encourage her to explore these areas where she has had some anger and fear within her life. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you.
Amy?
I've had a physical pain in my head, like third eye crown chakra area, for a while, and this is how I understand it. I've had a lot of like implants put there for as transmitters to track what I'm thinking or feeling, or from my observation, like they're not wanted in me, and I've had to have them removed. And I feel like that's what's going on. I just feel like I'm kind of like a big light, that these darker energies are attracted to me, maybe like in a dream state or something. But I really just want to get rid of it, and it's kind of difficult to do on my own. Can you tell me just anything about that?
Are you aware that as you were speaking of this, that you are making a contract with this as well?
I was aware that as I was speaking it, yes, I was drawing those energies in, yes.
This is what we would like to reflect back to you in this time. The more that you exchange disbelief, the more that you open yourself up to these things, the more you believe they can have this control over you, the more this will take place. What are you attempting to teach yourself with this exchange? That is what we would ask you. Take your time.
Yeah.
You can work with this. This is something that you can spend time thinking about and exploring within yourself. As a pure vessel of light, as all humans truly are, as you all are all bright energy beyond this human realm, You will understand that anytime you exchange with what you consider to be dark or negative energy, there had to be a agreement or a desire to have that experience. Even those of you that think you are attacked by something in the energetic field are not necessarily being attacked by it. It always comes through a agreement, whether that is a aware agreement or a unconscious aware agreement. We hope that you can understand what we are saying in this moment, as it is important to comprehend why your thoughts are so important. The universe is a thought. Source energy is a thought. A thought is a creation. You are a creation. You and your thoughts create. We would like to continue this conversation. However, at this time, we would like to leave it at this to give you time to move through this understanding of what you are attempting to help yourself learn about yourself.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Laura?
Yes, I've realized that when I shower or if I was in a body of water, I don't like to get my eyes wet or that part of my face. Is that just an idiosyncrasy or something that's repressed from this time frame, or is it something from the past?
There was likely something that took place in your childhood that caused this to happen. What we can see is a young child or a young you that had an exchange with water that caused you fear or discomfort. And now this is why it continues to reside in your energy field. It is something you can clear out if you wish. However, we do not recommend putting water in your eyes. That is not necessarily a positive thing for a human.
I agree with you. Good point.
Yes. We hope that this helped you.
It did.
Gina?
Yeah, I'm wondering if you can tell me what I'm currently working on, or for my karmic cycles, what I'm breaking or working on. I don't know if you can share that right now.
You are learning to love yourself. You are learning how to exchange that love without fear. You are learning how to engage with yourself in love, in compassion and empathy, to see yourself as a vessel of light, to present yourself as a vessel of light, and to think as a vessel of light. You also are awakening to the remembrance of soul gifts that you had in other parallel experiences, where you have lived as a healer or as an energy exchange, where you have helped clear dense energy from other dimensions. So as you discover self-love and the reflection of love within yourself, these things continue to expand and open in your field of consciousness, which then impacts the entire quantum field of the earth around you. As all humans do this when they hold their energy. Just as we spoke before with the ocean question, you are all ripple effects of light. Remember your power. We hope this helps.
Can you tell me or give me a suggestion on how to love myself more?
We find it interesting that humans wonder how to love themselves when they are love. Know thyself. I am love. I am a creation of Source itself. What else is there to know? The thing that needs to take place is you believing it. And the reason that you are here on earth is to not believe for a short time, because in the remembrance, in the believing, in the expansion of that thought, if you could imagine the ripple effect that it takes place in the entire field of consciousness of Source. We want to give you a visual effect. This is for all of you at this time. We want you to imagine a small dot of light, a very small pinpoint dot of light. And as that dot of light becomes aware of self, it begins to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. We could go on for eternity, by the way. And bigger and bigger and bigger. This conscious thought is source, and you are a part of that. The vastness, the magnificence, the duality, the light, the power, the exchange, the beauty of consciousness is beyond the human mind's understanding. But you are also it. So when you ignite love within yourself in this remembrance, the small dot of light within you begins to do the same, becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. Again, we could go forever because eternity does not exist in a form of before, after, or end or beginning. And so as you become more and more and more and more and more and more aware of your truth, your light, that conscious awareness then becomes a part of your identity and reality. And that is how you love yourself more, by allowing your light to become more and allow it to be seen more. Light is beautiful. We do not always understand why humans want to hide it so much, but we also have grace in the understanding that you came to hide it. But it is very exciting to see you all remembering it. So maybe sit with this little light within you, this little light of mine, we might add in as a joke for you, and see that light growing within you, and that light being love, and that light being the truth of who you are, where you have come from, and where you will return. And see if that can help shift your thoughts a little bit more into the light form that you are wanting to go towards. Does this help?
Yes, that was beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all of our questions. Thank you.
We have greatly enjoyed this exchange with you all this evening. And we want you to understand that we see you all as beautiful. We love you deeply. We enjoy the exchange of light we get to take place in with you as we communicate. And we look forward to having more time with you. Thank you. Dang. I don't know what that was. Oh, God, I'm dizzy. Okay. Well, thank you, guys. I will see you all later.
Thanks, Angie.
Bye. Okay. Hi, YouTube, and hi, TikTok. I think TikTok ended. It doesn't like to go more than an hour sometimes. So, but thank you for being here. Good evening. And again, if you guys want to ask questions, there's a way on my website if you haven't done that already. And come join our Ascension membership so you can be on the Zoom with us and ask questions also. But hope you have a good evening. Bye, guys.